Hey, and welcome to episode 4 of the Uncanny Gamers. You have me, Gemini, and
Phoenix.
Phoenix says, I guess has a cold. Okay. That gives me a subject. I was watching Star Wars. They had like a marathon on Spike, and I was watching like episode 3, which is like the last one. And they had that General Grievous, and he was always coughing, and that weird robot guy, and so that's what that made me think of.
I don't get it. Robots coughing, you know? I mean, it's like, well, too much dust in my fan in my lungs, you know? I don't get it.
Space dust. I don't know. Well, I guess I looked it up, and apparently he was like...
You looked it up. You had that much thought put into it.
I really did. I was like, I've always wondered that, and I never knew what the deal was, and so basically they were like foreshadowing Vader, and I guess he had like organic parts inside of him, like he was a cyborg or something. Grievous was, so, and that was part of it, and apparently that was a side effect of the cyborg process. Interesting, I know.
Kenneth and I went and saw Observe and Report last night, and we saw previews for Transformers 2.
Sweet Jesus.
Which that looked like awesome. I was like, what movie is this? You know, and I was like, why is everything being blown up? Said a car turned into something badass, you know, and it's like, and we saw that, and then we saw, go ahead.
Did you see Wolverine?
No, but I had seen it on TV.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, but no, it wasn't on the thing. But I did see Terminator. The Terminator previews with Christian Bale in it. Yeah, and there was a guy in the thing, and he was like, he was a Terminator, but when he had complete human skin on, you know, I mean, it's a Terminator that we know, but all the ones that they had been fighting were just machines. And so, you know, he had it, and the cyborg evidently completely believed that he was human, and they had him all chained up and stuff. His ribs are coming out all metal and everything, and they're like, you know, Christian Bale's all, you know, you think you're human, you know, and stuff, and he undoes his head, and he looks down, and he sees he's just metal, and the guy's like, no.
Kind of like Darth Vader at the end of the last one, where he's like, no, and he crushes everything, like all the bottles of stuff and everything.
Yeah. Sure.
So basically, Terminator Salvation's going to be like episode 3.
Yeah, they splashed around in the water a lot. So I don't know. I just saw him underwater and then splashed in the water and swimming and, you know, being all snarly and stuff. And I saw him yelling at one of the crew members really bad. And then, you know, he was like...
Wouldn't that be the best thing ever if they left that in? If at one point they were just like, you know, that's amateur. You're amateur. We are done.
I know, it's just like, you know what? You wasted so much of our time, Christian Bale. We're not even going to edit this movie, you know? It's like, we're going to leave in all your assholiness, and, you know, nobody will ever hire you in this town again.
The credits roll, and that's all. That's what instead of music playing over it, it's just him, you know? You know, we are done professionally, you know, blah, blah, blah. That's, I don't remember all what he says.
Yeah, I know. He's just like, get out of my face or something like that, you know? And the guy was like, I'm sorry, Mr. Bale. And he's like, I'm Jesus. No, but...
You know, I was Batman, and now I'm John Connor. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got robots and shit now. Yeah.
Yeah, I made more money than somebody else.
Yeah.
I'm not very creative as a Christian Bale impersonator.
What was he in? The Prestige? Oh, The Prestige was good.
He was in The Prestige?
Yeah, The Illusionist was on The Prestige. Yeah, he was the guy. And I hadn't watched it in like a year or whatever, and I watched it again. Oh, it was so good. I like Christian Bale. But his teeth, he's too vampire-ish. He's like, hair.
Yeah, I don't know.
Those incisors or whatever, they're real pointy. I mean, he's delicious, but I mean, I'm a little scared.
Yeah, I love that movie. The Prestige is awesome. And then the other one, which was the Illusionist, I think you said, or whatever, with what's his name? I know Jessica Biel was in it, but anyway, that one was horrible. But the Prestige was awesome. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, I mean, Christian Bale's been in some pretty good stuff. Although everybody like loves American Psycho, I've watched it. I really don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't
I want to see that movie. He's in The Machinist or
The Machinist.
Yeah, Machinist or whatever. And he like loses all that weight, and he's like super nutrient deficient. And I want to see that because that's sexy.
Throw up some more, Christian Bale.
He's like, shut up, I own you.
Yeah, this is before I made all this money, but I still own you.
Yeah. Speaking of movies that are the same, we went and saw Observe and Report, and it's supposedly just like Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Oh, yeah, so give me your report on Observe and Report.
Oh, silence. I didn't see Mall Cop, because, I'm smart. And
I have taste, and it's good.
I didn't want to waste $9 on vomiting,
$9 on quote-unquote Die Hard in a mall.
Fat ass in a mall.
And I was like, if I want to watch fat people, I'll get a mirror.
It's like, I'll just go drive to the mall, I'm right next to it, thanks to the movie theater, I want to watch a movie about a mall cop. Maybe I'll follow that guy around on a Segway, how's your day going? Could you tell me what you do,
Say something funny, fat man.
Well, I'm assuming since Paul Blart was, PG-13 or something like that, because if people bought tickets, I think they bought tickets for that movie, and that's why it was so gross, so high, but really they went and saw Notorious and stuff like that. Yeah, that's why that was like the number one movie for like 2 weeks in a row, but all the kids went and bought tickets to Paul Blart, but they really went and saw Notorious.
That's what I would have done.
Yeah, I know. They're smart kids. And then, but...
hang on. Notorious.
Notorious. Yeah. But, Observe and Report is rated R, which, besides, South Park, that's, the most F word I've ever heard in a movie.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, every other word was, there was, a whole, 5-minute dialogue between him and this Arabian, person that rubs lotion on your hands when you walk by and you don't want him to, And he's all like, oh, come here, and evidently they don't get along, and it's just back and forth, and then they slowly get quieter, F you. And he's like, and then they're just now, it's like, yeah. And, but, they've got the tasers and all that stuff, and evidently he's bipolar or something,
Seth?
Yeah, but, he's just an idiot. And, his mom's really funny, because she's always drunk, and she's like, I'm gonna, Ronnie, I'm gonna do something for you. He's like, oh, Mom, are you gonna quit drinking? She's like, no, I'm switching to beer. I can pound those all day and still be coherent or something like that, And, so, it was good, but I wouldn't recommend it for people, under the age of, I don't know, 16 or something.
40?
Yeah, 40, yeah. It was bad, It was like, well, the whole thing is based on a flasher, so, yeah, you see that guy at the end running around. I'm like, Tiffany were like, but it's good. But
was it laugh out loud funny?
There were some parts, but it wasn't as hilarious as I thought it was going to be. We saw good previews for year one, and Adam Sandler's coming out with a new movie where he's a comedian and he's dying, and Seth Rogen.
I hope it's a true story. I hope it's based on true events.
Sandler, you don't like him?
Dude, I'm sorry. It's over. The Zohan? Seriously? And bedtime stories? Really? Hang it up. It's time to go. You're done.
Anyway, so he's passing on his material to Seth Rogen because he's dying.
So everything now has Seth Rogen in it. Is that he's the guy now?
Yeah, he is. Him and that Adam Carolla or whoever it is. Oh, and that fat guy from Superbad. He was in it too.
Oh yeah, yeah, because they're all nepotism or whatever you want to call that.
And so, it was like it told you the whole movie. It's like he's dying, and so he tries to pass on everything, and he feels sorry about his life and the woman he left, and then all of a sudden, the medicine works and he's cured. So then I guess he goes and does everything he wants to do. It's like, okay.
So It's like if it's an Adam Sandler movie, does he? The medicine works. Is he also 25 years younger and like able to fly? And you know,
but really, like he's dying, you know, and he's like watching stuff from when he was young, you know. And I was like,
and then he steps into the TV screen and becomes like the movie himself, and then like everybody's like treating him like he's in the movie, and then.
No, Jim and I didn't watch that movie. I watched Observe and Report. This is just a preview.
No, I'm just saying if it's an Adam Sandler joint, then you know, there has to be some type of because apparently he can't make a movie that doesn't revolve around some type of fantastical, like magical, strange event, like with a magical remote control and you know. Some kind of stupid bunny that has giant eyes. I don't know.
Well, science is magic. And, you know, I saw Bob Barker in a golf club in the background, you know, and I was like, okay, you know. I know. You know, but it was like, seriously, like clips of when he was young and stuff. I was like, huh.
I'm just done with him. I watched Zohan, whatever you want to call it, and I was like, a couple of funny parts, but, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, this ain't 1996 anymore. I'm sorry.
I know. I was sad, but there wasn't a lot of stuff good out of the theater.
Yeah, it's too bad. You know, we were talking about this earlier. I kind of want to see Crank 2, but I really mostly don't want to see Crank 2 just because I know I'll be sitting there going, "Come on, no way, he should be dead." You know, I just can't suspend disbelief that much to where you know it's just like. Really, you know, I mean, this couldn't even happen. Like, if we were on another planet and we were all like, and we were animated. I mean, you know, this just couldn't happen.
It couldn't even happen in the Esurance commercials. I mean, really.
Seriously, I mean, I could. Wile E. Coyote couldn't even do that kind of stuff. I mean, come on, and survive. So anyway.
And who else was in that Observe and Report? Anna Faris, was that who it was? She's not good. I know she was supposed to be a stupid bimbo or whatever. She was just, I just did not like her in that role. I just hate you. I'm glad you puked everywhere, you know?
Have you seen The House Bunny?
No,
That was actually, I didn't have very high expectations for it at all, and I mean, it was actually pretty decent. It was actually pretty funny. See, I like her. I do, but
I mean, I know the role she was playing, but I was just like, you know, just get off the screen. I care nothing about seeing you, you know, piddle around and whatever, you know.
Show me more Seth Rogen.
Yeah, I know. Well, he was not attractive in that movie at all, but I mean,
he's not in any movie like Pineapple Express. I mean. I don't know. I thought he was going to be the next best thing, and you know, the best thing.
At least he had hair in Pineapple Express and stuff. I mean, his head shaved and everything, and it was just like his teeth are all like, and I was just like, oh. I mean, he had that kind of like, feel sorry for the retard kind of charm, you know. But I'm so over that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, once you marry one,
burn.
But yeah, I think the last thing I saw that I liked of his, and I don't think it was necessarily because of him, was Zack and Miri Make a Porno. That was good, but I think it was more because it was a Kevin Smith flick instead of a Seth Rogen flick.
Yeah, I need to rent that, but I haven't.
Yeah, you do.
We watched some stupid movie that his friend recommended called The Prophecy, and it had a really young Christopher Walken in it. And he was Gabriel the Angel, and I was just watching, and I was like, oh, and I just fell asleep. And I was just like, this is stupid.
One of those movies where you have to be like either super high or super drunk.
Well, it was like this girl, Mary, and I mean, they showed him singing, and I just wanted to gouge their eyes out. There was these you know, young Indian kids or whatever, and they're singing there, and as they're singing, they're smiling, they're like, Gloria! You know, and I was just like, I just wanted to go up there and shake them, you know, just like sing, don't. And every time they're like, yeah, big dumbass grins on their face, you know, and they're like, oh.
Well, this has been movie talk with with us. But yeah, let's see.
You know, Crank might actually be a good video game. if you gotta like keep running around to like shock yourself, you know, to go and kick some ass, that might be a better video game than it would be a movie.
It's not a bad idea. Like you have like your health meter is slowly going down as you're, you know, and then if you don't find like a recharge station or something, you'll die.
Don't find an old granny to rub up on, then you'll die.
Yeah, there's like either people that you can rub up on, or there's like cars that are parked. You have to like open them up and get the battery juice,
or like take a bunch of balloons and rub them on you, you know.
Yeah, or just shoot yourself in the head and get it over with. Go ahead and take care of this movie right now.
Yeah, achievement unlocked 1,000 points. You're smarter than a crank.
Really, there's this one game. This one makes me think of like on like the Onion.com. I haven't played it yet, but there was a parody game and they did a video about it. Like though that all it was is basically shooting people in the face, like you know. And I wanted to go play it, but I never had a chance. But it sounds pretty funny.
That makes me think of, I know you sent me that one thing, and it was on the computer, and it was like you got achievements for pooping, you know, or whatever, or making it to the toilet and stuff.
Yeah, the don't shit your pants game.
Yeah, and I thought that would be funny if we could actually think of things that you do in real life, but if it was made into a 360 game, what would the achievements be? Like pooping, and coming out on 5/20/2009 for the Xbox 360 and PS2, you know?
Just pooping?
Yeah, just pooping, you know? Or like, showering. Come out from the 360s, like, hold on to the soap, achievement unlocked, 20 points, you know? And it's like, okay, so if you're gonna send this into us, we need the name of the game, and of course it'd be for the Xbox 360, and then the release date, and then you have a list of achievements, and you need the title of the achievement, like soap on a rope, and then the achievement description would be hang on to the soap, and then however many points is worth, like 25 points.
Sounds like it'd be a good collection of mini games, you know, where it's like you have to go through like an entire day or whatever, and these are the things that you have to deal with, like this mini game is, of course, like getting, wake up in time and get to work on time, or kind of, shower and then, like, eat breakfast on time and, like...
Don't eat your own hand, 5 points.
Really don't cut yourself and with a knife as your, or don't squirt grapefruit juice in your eye or something.
Yeah, don't shave your face off, it's like getting to the right car, it's like don't have a wreck on the way to work, or...
Sounds more like a Wii game, though.
Yeah, but I mean... it could just be about, but here on one side you could have stuff about doing good, like butter the toast, or get donuts for the office, But on the other side, it could be like run over your neighbor's cat, or like
cut off a guy in traffic.
Yeah, or or like flip off a cop, or something like that. It's like
get arrested, get raped in jail.
And it'd be like, it'd just be completely like open ended, but all the achievements could be secret until you unlock them. It's like, it's like run over a old lady with a shopping cart. It's like achievement unlocked. So you just have to do everything to try and unlock achievement. Yeah,
because you don't have any idea what they are just until you do them, and you're like, oh look, it's I got an achievement for blowing my nose into a Jeep.
Into a Jeep?
I don't know.
Really? Okay then. It's like don't go into a coma,
Really don't die.
Wipe your butt.
Bloop bloop.
It's like Twitter. It's like listen.
Yeah, really, one of the achievements is Twitter that you got an achievement.
Hey guys. The other one's like download a new iPhone app, or it's like
bleep bloop.
Ding ding.
So let's talk about what we've been playing. If we've been playing anything at all, go.
I haven't.
Okay.
But I was thinking about. I was reading about The Sims 3. Is that going to be coming out?
Supposed to be, yeah.
I want that.
I don't know when, but yeah.
I want.
Well, okay then.
But
I don't know what platform it's coming out on.
Well, I mean, if it's on the PC, that's fine. I'm sure it will be, But yeah, I thought that's supposed to be pretty good. I mean, I don't like having to buy expansion packs for it. Just give me everything.
Yeah, but then that's how they milk the thing to death, and that's how they keep it going full speed.
I know. I don't like it. I don't like to be milked.
Me neither.
Oh, what's that one movie that came out? Milk. And
Yeah.
I was like, where do you get that from? From some gay politician? And it's like, milk. It's like,
That's his last name.
oh. It's like, he's like, what's your favorite drink? He's like, milk.
Oh, that's his last name. It's Harvey Milk.
Oh, that's a dumbass last name.
I always, every time I saw that, I'd see somebody Twitter that or something, like going to see Milk or just saw Milk, and I always wrote back, because Milk was a bad choice, because in Anchorman, when he says that.
Yeah.
It cracked me up every time.
I know, it's just like, name something white, it's like, milk. What did you drink as a baby? Milk.
That's what we'll name it.
You need a fourth of a cup of what? Milk.
That's the only word he could say. And like Helen Keller.
His interviews are all like, sir, what do you think about foreign policy? Milk.
If we give them more milk, then they'll like us more.
What do you think we should do about the war on drugs?
Milk.
Oh, we should milk them for more drugs. Okay.
His only other thing he can say is homogenized.
He's like, chocolate milk.
It's all like powdered.
He's like, Yahoo.
But yeah, he that's why.
And he's got a buddy named Cookies.
They're like a crime-fighting duo. Don't worry, ma'am. Milk and Cookies is on the case. We'll find your Kit Kat whiskers.
And then he's like, Cookie, did you find any evidence? And he's like, chocolate chip. And the other one's like, milk.
And he walks around the whole time carrying the chocolate chip cookie, nibbling on it a little bit at a time. That takes like the whole episode to eat one cookie.
Then behind him, he just leaves a trail a little day. Hershey Kisses or whatever.
Hershey Kisses.
That's what you put in cookies.
Oh. And then every once in a while, and the milk standing there with a little glass of milk.
He reaches over with his cookie and he's trying to dip it in the milk and he's like, milk!
Get your cookie away from my milk.
He can only say one word though. Milk!
They're like Pokemon. They can just say their name.
He's like, milk, 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 milk.
Like, we can make them like Smurfs where they're like, I'm going to milk this milk.
I'm going to cookie your milk.
I think the killer was milking this body.
Milking this cookie to death. He stabbed the milk with this shiv of a cookie.
Best TV show ever.
It's like mac and cheese, but delicious. I know, it's like they're like
their arch nemesis, diabetes. I think it was the work of the evil diabetes. And they don't say diabetes, they say diabetes. Like, and it's Wilfred Brimley.
I hate that. And they say obese instead of obese. And their another arch nemesis is like Santa Claus. Because he's like, where's that damn milk and cookies?
Every year.
They're sitting on the fireplace at every house.
We got our eyeballs on you, Santa Claus. As long as the diabetes don't try nothing tonight.
The little kid comes out, they're like, wait, where's milk and cookies?
They had to go.
They had to go sell some crabs, little girl.
They drive around in a car shaped like a cookie jar. and a jug of milk.
Their best friends are cows and ovens.
That's what their houses are shaped like.
This is where I come from.
they're like the Watchmen, but they have like a flying cow and as a ship.
Yeah, it's over.
So yeah. So what have you been playing? Nothing.
No, well, we just Left 4 Dead and Resident Evil 5, but we've talked about that already.
Did you buy the versus mode for Resident Evil 5?
No, but I did buy the Beneath the Ashes for Tomb Raider.
Oh, have you been doing that?
Yeah, I did a little bit. I started out and it was pretty hard at the beginning. I was like, oh, where do I go? This is crazy, But I figured it out, and it's a little bit harder, pretty tough level, which I like, and but it's good. It's long. I haven't finished it yet, but it's cool. And she came with like all these different outfits. She came with like a gold bikini, a silver bikini, a white and black bikini, like different shorts and shirt sets and stuff like that, and I thought it was a pretty good deal, for I don't know how much it was, $5 or $10, yeah, but I used my points and I was like, okay.
Yeah. Neat.
I liked it. What have you been playing?
Well, since we've been gone, since we haven't recorded in a while, because I moved a couple weeks ago, so before that, and of course I had to dismantle everything and all that stuff, but before we moved and stuff like that, I bought the new Pearl Jam album, or the re-release of 10, and so I bought that, and then I bought 1,600 points, $20, of points, and I bought the DLC for Rock Band 2 for the album also. So all in all, I spent like $50-something on just the Pearl Jam DLC basically for Rock Band, and of course the limited edition that came with the 3 extra songs, and then like a DVD or whatever. But anyway, so all in all, I got all that. So I got all that loaded up, and I was able to play through that like once or so, and I'm gonna play it some more. But I played that, and that was cool. But yeah, it's been like almost the price of a full game on just this DLC. But totally worth it. Yeah. Totally worth it. I'm a huge rock band and huge Pearl Jam fan, so it worked out pretty well. It was totally worth it. I mean, I planned on buying it from the get-go, if you know what I'm saying. I don't know what that means. So
I downloaded Milk and Cookies on my Xbox. That would be a cool game,
What would their theme song be? That's it. It's like the Lost thing when they show Lost when it first comes on, when it just shows milk and cookies flying through the air, and it's just, instead of that noise, it goes.
I know, instead of wah, like Lost is, it's like.
But instead of coming at you, it's going away from you, Yeah, it's like...
Yeah, there's like... And wait. Okay, so they're like going away from you, right? But then there's like a little tunnel that comes in, and that's your straw, And it's like... And then it goes into the middle, and then it's like... Milky cookies,
Is it?
It's just like that.
Yeah.
But, okay, that would be a really good co-op game, right? Because, no, I'm serious.
Oh, well, since you're serious, hold on. Okay. Stop, everybody, listen.
And you can make up achievements for this as I go along. And so, oh, by the way, Tiffany was making fun of our podcast yesterday.
She's dead to me.
She's like, well, what are they doing that thing on the computer again? I was like, you're not invited. But anyway, and so, okay, so like you have 2, right? You have a glass of milk and you have a cookie. Okay. And then you have levels, and I want to say it's kind of like N+, but then probably more in depth, than that, than a ninja running around,
See, I picture it more, and I'll let you finish, but I picture it more like a platformer type thing, but like
the Maw, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, but you gotta, you have to dip your cookie in milk to do to get past certain things, and sometimes you gotta pour your milk on something to douse it, or sometimes you just have to frisbee the cookie at something.
Yeah, and so okay, so you could the cookie could go on top of the glass of milk and keep the milk inside, and then flip over, and then you could kind of do a tumble thing. and then
A roll. Or you flip on the side and roll.
Yeah, or you could soak the cookie and he could be like spongy and go around, and you could spill the milk out and fill it with something else like heavier, and it could sink down and like go under, like say it's like water, but you threw a rock in there, or put the cookie in the glass of milk, and then y'all go underneath the water, and then pop back up.
Or, like, you could pour the milk onto the cookie and have the cookie soak up the milk, right, so you don't lose the milk, and then have the glass just float across the water, like, because it'd be buoyant at that point.
Oh, yeah, that would work.
Yeah.
And then go over and, like, flip us a lever or something like that.
Yeah, or fill up with something that you have to, fill up with something that you'd have to therefore then pour on something to, like, pour it into something where, like, there's a lever type situation where if you fill up this little receptacle enough, it'll flip a switch, and then once you're done with that, then you float back over and then me back up, and Cookie squeezes the milk back into the glass.
Yeah, that's so realistic. But
I'm starving, by the way.
I know, it sounds delicious. I don't think I have any cookies, so. But
I'm leaving. I gotta go. I gotta have this cookies.
I'm like, well, I have beer and bread. That's close, right?
Yeah, that's as close as you're gonna get. You just soak the bread in the cookie, in the beer.
Kenneth is playing Left 4 Dead, that bastard.
I want to play. Tell him to plug in my and get me some T-Bows.
Oh yeah, you should play the online with us or whatever, the online co-op.
For reals.
Or online versus. Some are infected, some are people.
Oh yeah, well you can't play more than 2 people on the same thing though.
No, I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, I imagine it to be something like Teen Aqua Force or Aqua Teen Hunger Force or whatever that is.
No, not the mall.
Yeah, like Mall and Aqua Teen Hunger Force kind of thing, where they're more like superfood, something like that, But Ken's been playing a lot in the mall.
Like they have faces, like smiley faces or whatever, yeah.
With them mayo chocolate chip cookies.
Like Milk and Cheese, if you remember that comic book, we never really read it, but I remember seeing it like Wizard and stuff. It was like Milk and Cheese, and it was like a thing of milk, jug of milk, like running around. They had arms and legs and stuff, and then there was a block of cheese, like a wedge of cheese running around, so.
Yeah, but I imagine like milk being like, having like a bad toupee and stuff, and like, cookies, I don't know. Maybe wearing glasses or something.
Yeah, I don't think he'd look like that one cookie on I think his smile would be on the face of the cookie and not on the side.
Yeah, that stupid Chips Ahoy cookie. He's like, nah.
I hate that guy. I want to just eat him up.
He's so chewy.
Delicious.
And I imagine this cookie to be like really tough, like somebody overbaked it. He's got a little gruff side. He's it's not quite so delicious. Maybe he's got like a hair poking out or something.
And he could also get a gun that shoots cookie dough.
Oh, or like on Eats Chow Down, they have little balls of dough, but it spits out chocolate chips.
Nice.
And then you hit Eats with it, and it gets him angry, and then he jumps across. And
I see.
Yeah, and it does stuff.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, we got our game.
Yeah, and Chivos would be like, devour. Oh, and chocolate chips could like be power-ups for him. Oh, and then you could put, and then you put the chocolate chips in the milk and make chocolate milk, and that would do something special.
That would be something, yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah, and then that'd be an achievement too for making chocolate milk, and then getting through a level without having a bite taken out of the cookie.
Oh, yeah. Get through with the whole full glass of milk,
We'd have to get like Sean Penn to do the voice acting for Milk, and
like, oh, stop.
Yeah. Oh, politics. Oh, stuff and things that Milk does.
Oh, I'm so thirsty.
I'm so delicious.
I have so many proteins from nutrients that are supposed to be going to baby cows, but really humans consume because they're greedy jerks.
I put the homo in homogenized.
That's a good one.
That's one of the achievements. It's called putting the homo in homogenized, and it's like you hook up with the glass of milk.
Yeah.
Instead of a cookie.
Da, da, da. I guess the cookie could be a girl.
I think it should.
And they couldn't go together because he's gay.
Well, that's the whole point, though. And then.
Yeah.
So then she's like, but she loves him anyway, because she's a fat hag.
They're partners.
Yeah. It's like Will and Grace.
They're doing a spin-off of that. Did you know that?
I saw that.
Jack and Drunky.
Yeah, it's like, all right, how about 9 years later? Let's make a spin-off. Awesome.
Drunky and Homo.
Yeah, it's like, so y'all couldn't get any other jobs, so that's where we are now.
Yeah.
That's going to make it. So anyway, otherwise, after that... let's see. What was
about that? We Fit that killed a man. I didn't read the article, but I think you did.
Oh yeah, there was a Wii Fit. Like this guy was doing Wii Fit or whatever, and I guess he had a heart attack. I'm not sure.
Hmm.
Yeah. I don't know that. That was kind of funny though because like I had I was even like trying to work on a monologue, kind of like a comedy thing about this. But anyway, so like because there was a story that came out not too long ago about a girl that had been diagnosed with she was getting like major pain in her hands from playing
like chick we used to do photography with. It was like photograph for mangled hands, and we would
No, she was just getting pain. She didn't
like dried up cookies.
Absolutely not. So she was just getting pain in her hands, and then so they diagnosed it. The fact that she had recently been given a PlayStation and was playing a lot of PlayStation, so they called it PlayStation painitis or whatever. I mean, yeah, they gave it some name, but it had PlayStation in the name or whatever, and I thought that was kind of funny, And I was like, well, that's gotta suck. I mean, the only thing would be worse if they had a name came along or they diagnosed somebody with Wii Fit super pain canceritis or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah. So haha.
I was trying real hard. I just couldn't muster it. I was trying.
Thanks for the courtesy laughter.
Oh my God, I was like,
But anyway, so I thought that was kind of funny.
It's kind of like I've really seen only two sides of the spectrum for the Wii Fit. It's like, well, I guess maybe three, but one's kind of on the other side. But it's like super hot chick on Wii Fit and everybody watches.
Yeah.
Or fatty on the Wii Fit in his underwear, or in this case, dead guy. And everybody watches. There's no I've never heard of a success story about fatty turning into a hottie from the Wii Fit. Yeah. It's all fine and good with the balance and everything, but it hasn't been like, Wii Fit changed my life, or you never, all it is like, you're already hot and you bought it, so you're just, putting, what do they call that, narcissism or...
Yeah, you're just putting videos to show what they, oh, look at me. I mean, it's just, yeah.
Or, you're fat and you're okay with it, and it's like, I got a Wii Fit, haha, this is funny,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. I mean, I haven't seen, yeah, you're exactly right. I haven't heard that either.
Before we fit, after we fit,
Yeah, here's day one, and then here's day 30, and you can tell or whatever, and then stuff like that.
I mean, on your Wii Fit, you lost 50 pounds in a week.
Yeah, because it was calibrated so well, obviously.
I know, it stepped on. It's like, what is that? A feather? Oh, you're delicious. Go eat some milk and cookies.
just slots out the Wii Fit board. No, but yeah, I mean, we have yet to really see any or hear about any success stories, at least in the news. There could be people that have it's worked for, but at the same time, you would think that would be pretty newsworthy, and Nintendo would be touting that from the rooftops. Hey, look at us, we're selling all these Wii Fits, and is it really doing anything for anybody? Not really.
I mean, I haven't seen Jared on the Subway commercials, but he could be like, dude, eating now, I don't know if anybody knows or gives a damn, but Subway is starting to serve breakfast now, breakfast and coffee. And they're open early, and it's like those flatbreads or whatever I think that they have. I mean, I've never had one. I'd hardly go there, but they serve egg on it. I guess those cut out pieces of egg that they fold on there, and I guess you can put all your toppings on it or whatever, and then and then get coffee. I mean, that just sounds like vomit to me. I mean, I just
tastes like restroom.
I know. It tastes like pork bathroom. I don't know.
Tastes like bathroom tiles and and germs.
Tastes like commode handles.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, I mean, I've gotten over the fact that I used to work there, and then I couldn't stand it for a year or two, because I ate it, and then the next day I had that stomach virus. I got really sick, and I just could not even see the stuff for a year. And Trisha was the same way with Chipotle, and she couldn't go back to Chipotle with me. I know, and it was the first time she'd ever gone, and then she got really sick, and she couldn't go back. But I was just like, why? I mean, if we're in a recession, right? I understand that they want to make money, but I mean, Subway would be the last place that I want to eat breakfast. I mean, oh my God, they have so many places. I mean, Wendy's now serves it, McDonald's.
Everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere. And I mean, yeah, I'd jump into the trend, fine, but you're a sandwich shop. I mean.
And the problem I see with it, and here's the barrier of what would keep me from going there in the morning. There ain't no drive-through. There's not a Subway with the drive-through.
Yeah. There used to be one that I used to work at, but I think they took it out.
Yeah, they did. They took it out. So that was the only one I've ever seen. But yeah, I need a drive-through on the way to work. That's Subway's the last place I'm going to think of, really.
And I mean, if you're in an economic downturn, I mean, I know a lot of people eat Subway, but don't. I mean, I think the earliest person used to have to be there maybe at like 8 or 9, I guess, to start putting the bread in or whatever, but you weren't open until like 10 or 11, So, I mean, you're having to extend your hours to probably, like 6 or 7 in the morning, plus the people have to get there extra early to do the bread and everything. Next thing you know, they're going to be 24 hours, Because, I mean, we used to have a bunch of drunkers come through and order, footlongs and, all that.
That's weird. I wouldn't want to go to the Subway on drunk either,
Well, I think maybe they were more high than drunk.
Yeah, that might be it, because, I want grease when I'm drunk.
Yeah. But they were like, they would come in, they'd be like, oh, and they're like, can I have your hat? And I was like, they're like, I'll pay for it. And they're like, can we have your number? I was like, what kind of sandwich do you want? Well, I don't know.
Crazy.
I had one kid, I mean, he was way too young, he was with his dad to be drunk, but he got the roasted chicken breast. He got a footlong, so it's 2 roasted chicken breasts, pepperoni, like roast beef. I mean, he just had a really weird sandwich. He wanted like every kind of meat on there. It was like bacon and everything. I was just like, okay. I didn't know how to ring it up, but I was just like, whatever.
There's a veggie delight right there.
Yeah, really. Here's one cookie, 50 cents. But,
I got no milk.
Anyway, yeah, that's my take on the Subway breakfast. Just stop while you're ahead, because, I mean...
Don't do it, Jared.
Yeah, I mean, they already had, pizzas, sandwiches, flatbreads, soup. It's just too much, They were good to sandwiches. Stick with sandwiches.
Exactly. I never had one of their pizzas or anything like that, so...
Even when I worked there, it was like... I don't think I ever made one.
Yeah, I've never seen anybody order one either, so...
I don't know. But anyway.
Weird. So, where were we? You want to talk about iPhone games?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, let's talk iPhone games.
Okay. I almost got an iPhone.
Almost?
Yeah, I called AT&T, and I wanted to do their bundle. How everybody's seeing their bundles on TV, and you get the internet, the home phone line, which those two I already own, and you get the wireless, which is a cell phone, and you get it all bundled together for $100 a month. And, but you only have like 450 minutes, which is fine because I don't use a lot of minutes. I could text, And I called them up and I said that I wanted to do that. And they're like, oh, you can't order the iPhone over the phone. And I was like, well, why not? They're like, well, we can send you a regular phone, but you'll just have to go to the store and have it upgraded. I'm like, but I want my iPhone sent to me. Yeah. I don't know where an AT&T is. Send me a phone. And they only want one per household. I was like, well, I'm only buying one. But then that whole bundle package was for one cell phone. You couldn't have a family plan.
That's weird.
I know, and I'm like, so what's the point? It's like, who's sitting there alone like, man, I really need internet, a home phone, and a cell phone, And it's only for, I would have to have canceled my internet and all that stuff for a while, and then redid it all, and it was just such a pain.
Sounds like it, geez.
Yeah. And then, it would have been about the same as what I was paying with T-Mobile, but then I could get an iPhone, but then I'd have to cancel T-Mobile, and I just didn't like it. I was like, well, for the iPhone to be so popular and everything, why don't you want to sell them? I'm willing to give you my $99.99. Give me the phone. Yeah.
I don't know. It wasn't that hard for us, but we went, I say that. We went to the Apple store initially and got the phones. And then we had to go to an AT&T store to have them fix what the Apple store did and do it correctly and get everything actually correct. So it's where we should have gone to the AT&T store first. I can tell you where the closest one is to you if you just go up like right over there by where Fossil is, where like they put that Genghis grill in and in that little section right there. It's an AT&T store. Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't mind, but then again, it's like, I don't know if it'd be worth it. So
No, I mean, I would definitely wait until you could go in and just, kind of. Oh, I guess you would have to go into the store, but I mean, I would definitely wait until you, could get what you want on your own terms, kind of deal.
yeah, I just didn't understand it. It's like, it's like, oh, all this good stuff for brand new customers, but I've been with you guys for like 5 years. It's like, why not me?
No, yeah, that's what I hate about any of these places. I'm sure AT&T will be the same way. Is they'll do whatever it takes to get you in, and then because they want to get you in, they want to lock you in for at least a 2-year thing or whatever. They want you there. Yeah. Then once you're in there, who cares? Like, hey, I want this or I want that. Oh, well, you got to pay. They're not going to give you anything. I've been here. Like you said, I've been with them 5 years. Like when we switched, and I had to all the stuff I went through to switch. And they were trying to screw me around with early termination stuff and stuff like that. And I was like, no, I'm not. I'm not paying it, so you can just take it right off because I'm not. And just stuff like that, where it's like, you're just trying to, I'm leaving, so now you don't care. You're trying to screw me over. So anyway, cell phone companies are stupid, but I mean, as long as you're there and you're loyal and you're paying your bill, they love you. But as soon as you have a problem, that's what I always discovered. As soon as you have an actual problem, a real problem, that's where everything falls apart.
Yeah, and on my T-Mobile bill, right? They keep sending me this thing, and they're like, "Oh, here's a loyalty package since you're such a good customer, because I guess maybe they heard through the grapevine I'm starting to leave." And
I think I heard them talking about it. I don't know what they're gonna do.
Cookies told me.
Yeah. I heard them say iPhone.
Yeah, I know. I've been listening on their cell phones, and all I say is iPhone. But they sent me this package, and it's like, unlimited minutes, whatever, for $49.99. That's just my phone. It's $39.99 for Kenneth's phone too. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, $99.99 for both of our phones, right? And we have 1,000 minutes on our phone now, and we don't hardly ever use that. And that's only $69. Yeah. But their plan currently is like 600 minutes for $69.99. Yeah. So it's like, why do I want to switch? It's going to be like $30 more for unlimited, and I don't ever go over my minutes, Plus, I'd have to add on the $20 for unlimited texting. So I was like, that's not a loyalty plan at all, It would have been fine if it was $49.99 plus $99 for his line, like it is now. But no, it was ridiculous.
They want to see if you'll take it, and they can charge you more.
Is she going to take the bait? Yeah. Oh, maybe she'll notice on her next bill, and then she'll be locked in for 2 months. Oh, you suck, iPhone.
Mm-hmm. Yay.
Anyway, tell me about your apps of the week or apps.
Well, since I haven't been able to play my Xbox much lately, since we just moved, and I just now got them set up on whatever day I set it up on. But everything worked now. By the way, AT&T Uverse, awesome. Like, seriously badass. Like, it even has wireless, like Wi-Fi, on the router that they gave us. So I've actually been able to connect my work laptop via wireless and my PlayStation 3 wirelessly, so I don't have to run a plug, a cable to it. So I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
So
I like that.
Yeah. So that was pretty neat. But anyway, so I haven't got it all. But anyway, so all I've been really able to play is like iPhone games or whatever. So I've been playing like Flight Control, and I got I think it's called Rogue Touch, which was recommended to me by a friend of mine on Twitter, Heartbreak Ridge. So and like Diner Dash Light, I got that, and I really like that game. But
what does it do?
Diner Dash, it's like you're a waitress, and like you have to like basically you have like. You start out with like 2 tables, and you have people come up, and you have to seat them, and then take their order, and then give them their food, and then give them their bill, and yeah, it's a fun little thing. You have to try it. But it's like $5.99, I think, to buy the full version. I was like, no, I'm not paying that much for a game, for an iPhone game. I'm sorry, my limit is like $1.99 on anything. Yeah. But yeah, so I played that. That was fun, actually, but I'm not paying. I've been playing like 10 balls, 7 cups, which is fun. It's like a skee ball game, basically.
Oh, yeah.
But the Rogue Touch is pretty cool. It's like a little dungeon crawler game, and like you have a little guy, and you're walking around all these little dungeon areas, and killing stuff, and finding loots and stuff and whatever. So it's kind of fun. It was only 99 cents also. So, but Flight Control is the one that's really good eating my time up. It's really cool. So it's basically, I think everybody's been talking about it, but it's basically you have these two runways and a helipad, and different planes come in, and you draw a line from the plane to the runway you want to go to, and as it goes on, the more planes come in, and different planes and helicopters, and you have to drag them all, but then of course keep them from crashing into each other. So it's simple, but it's super addictive, and I think it's really cool. So for 99 cents, I highly recommend it. I mean, you can't go wrong.
Yeah, I liked it when I played it for a little while. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, so that's I guess that's been the best thing since I've been able to. The only thing that sucks though, I hate this about the iPhone. And I think it's either a Apple policy or a AT&T policy, but you can download apps, wirelessly, for just like if I'm at work and I want to download an app, and just go into the App Store on the iPhone, find it, and download it right there. Well, if it's over 10 megabytes, you can't download it. You have to connect either via Wi-Fi or be on your computer at home and do it if it's over 10 megabytes. And there was one game I was trying to buy, and it's called Univor, and I haven't even played it yet, and it was only 99 cents. It was on sale, and then they had a really great review on what's that website? Touch Arcade, I think. Anyway, so I wanted to buy it. It was like 10.1 megabytes, so I couldn't download it, and I was like, well, it's going to go off sale, but thankfully it didn't.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I but it's the most ridiculous thing, because I've also, since I was down, I didn't have the computer set up and stuff like that, I couldn't get my podcasts downloaded, and synced and stuff like that. So, like, when I'd be working at Kohl's or whatever, I would just go, because you can go in via Safari, the web browser, and just go to their whatever podcast it is and their website, and they'll have a link to their latest show, and you can just listen to it straight from there.
Yeah.
So, but that, kills your battery life for some reason. Like, seriously, I worked at Kohl's one night, and it was like, I got halfway through the night, and my phone was dead. Period. Like, and I only listened to, that was 4 hours.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, what the hell? I didn't even think to pay attention to the battery life, so the next time I did, I took my charger with me.
Yeah.
So anyway,
yeah, I wouldn't have thought about that either. It was just it's just like you're doing anything else on the iPhone, Yeah.
I know, it's ridiculous. But the whole 10 megabyte limit is so super ridiculous, because it also applies to podcasts, if and it's like there's not. Find me a podcast that's under 10 megabytes. Seriously, that's nothing.
Yeah, I know. It's ours are a lot. 73 or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, even the show I listen to, Distorted View, which is normally only a 20 to 30 minute show. I thought, well, maybe I can sneak one of those in. No, not even close. And I'm like, it's pointless. It's absolutely pointless. There's no Wi-Fi here. Well, there is, but it's locked out at Kohl's. So there's no here. There's no anywhere else I go, like at my real job. Yeah. So I can't hit any Wi-Fi. I don't have my computer on. Blah blah blah. Why can't I just do? I can, but I can go into Safari and stream it and listen to it that way.
Yeah.
Figure that out.
I have no idea. That's stupid. Just not being able to buy an iPhone over the phone.
Exactly. It's just stupid rules like that would just drive me crazy. It's just really? So I can circumvent the system this way, but because you won't let me do it the right way. If you just let me do it the right way, I mean, it'd be just fine. And then I'd be happy, and it's not going to impact you because I'm doing it anyway. I'm just having to do it this jackass way. Yeah. So.
They just wanted to drain your battery life, so they're like, haha.
I know. I think that's what they did. I think that's exactly their plan. Sons of bitches. So anyway, that's what I've been dealing with on a daily basis. Oh, yeah. But yeah, so good times.
Good times. Hey, do you want to read these questions?
Oh yeah, we did have a really cool email that we got from someone named Sammy, and her email address is just kidding.
No. And she says our podcast is like music to her ears. And I love your podcast. It's great. And you guys are awesome. Keep on podcasting.
We will.
Actually, you know what? This is kind of just pretty much, we're going to read the questions, but it's pretty much what we already went through with our Milk and Cookies game.
Well, that's cool. Let's see what. So the first question she said was, if you were going to make a game, what kind of game would you make? Like, would you make a wrestling, gardening, destroy the world, etc. Game? So I guess pretty much we just did that.
I guess our answer would be it would kind of be like a puzzler, maybe like a sandbox puzzler, almost like a Tomb Raider where you gotta figure out how to get through it, or more like a maw, put chocolate chips in the milk and it turns into something else, and that can get you past, it'll be dark enough where you could sneak through the darkness, or something,
I just had a flash too. Like if you in our milk and cookies game, if you die, instead of saying game over, it says milk was a bad choice.
Oh. That does work for everything, I guess, right?
It does.
It could, okay, and then like the scenes where it says milk was a bad choice, it could be like a dead cow, or it could be like, on the scene could be a dead cow, or like milk with like, green in it. It
could be like the glass, but it's tumped over with the milk poured out, and then the cookie, but it's in like 3-4 pieces, crumbled.
Or it could be like this fat kid with like the cookie in his mouth and like and the thing.
And then too, like if it was milk that died, it says milk was a bad choice, whatever. But if it was the cookie that was the reason that you died, that's how the cookie crumbles.
Yeah, that's how the cookie crumbles. Hey, Kenneth went to Sonic after he got done fishing on Saturday, and he got that huge Route 44 drink or whatever. And the lady brought it out to him, and it had a huge hole in the side, right? So he puts it in his console, and the console instantly starts filling up, right? And, of course, his cell phone's right there. So his SIM card's all messed up. But, he gets it, and he's holding it out the window or whatever, and he calls Sonic. He's like, can you bring me out another one? And the lady comes back out to the car, and she's like, well, did you spill it all over yourself? And he's like, no, there's a huge hole in it. She's like, well, let me see the cup. And then she showed him the cup. Oh, yeah, I guess it did have a hole in it. Here you go. I was like, you jerk. What are you going to do? Go, oh, I want another one.
You just open it up and pour it in your mouth, and whatever gets in your mouth and everywhere else. I mean,
you're just that thirsty. You're just like, blah, blah, blah,
You're going to go all CSI on it, like, oh, look, the hole came from outside, not inside.
Yeah, it's just going to be bite mark out of the side.
I don't know how to drink out of these cups, so I just did what I thought was right.
One of those edible cups, This looks delicious.
I thought it was like how you shotgun a beer. I don't know how this works.
I got a brain freeze right now. Can you just give me another one?
It's stupid.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
I've had bad experience at Sonic with their drink things too, because their stupid styrofoam things are too, flimsy.
I know, they're just stupid all in general. I hate Sonic.
Yeah, I'm down with Sonic.
I hate those stupid little wheelies on their shoes.
Stupid. What are they called? Go-karts? Not go. What are the little chicks called that go to your car?
Car hops.
Car hops. That's what.
Go-karts. I hate those stupid go-kart girls.
I hate those little girls with like go-karts for bodies.
Anyway, back to our milk and cookies game that we would invent for Sammy. Question number 2 is, what price would you put on it if it was a game for 70 years young gamers? So, is Sammy a 70-year-old gamer?
I don't know. I guess I would probably have to price it at least double what normal people pay, because if you're 70, you probably get a lot of retirement coming in and stuff like that.
Yeah, I would ask for like your grandson to come mow my yard and come chop down this tree, son.
And maybe some of your pills.
Yeah, some pills, some of your youth.
That's already gone.
I know. Some of your wrinkles. No, but I mean, if we were going to have a game, we could either develop it like full price, so it could be a full-blown title, and of course that would be like maybe $49.99,
See, I wouldn't fleece people for $60.
No, it'd be like a Viva Pinata title where it's like $49.99, and then of course it would go platinum hits and it'd be $19.99 because it'd be so awesome, and or we could
and Rare would make it.
Yeah, like Rare, and but I wouldn't have it as an Xbox Live game. I would think about it, but it'd be like Penny Arcade, then people wouldn't buy that, Cause
that's exactly what I was thinking. Because like if we did it, it either had to be like a title like The Mall, which is I don't remember how much was it? $10 The Mall.
I think so. Maybe 1,200. I think it was 800 points.
Yeah, so it had to be something like that. or it had. I mean, you either had to go there or go full on, make it like a $40 one that goes on a disc, with a lot more stuff. But then, because the way the Penny Arcade people, like, they're supposed to have, like, I don't know how many episodes of this thing, and each one's $20. So I mean, by the time you're done with it, you're spending the price on a regular retail game. I still don't understand the thing behind that, except for the fact that they just wanted to save the money on not having to print a disc and put that money in their pockets. That came from their fans' pockets, which is always a nice thing to do.
I would probably, if we were going to do it, I'd release it on a disc so they could have a hard copy on it so they could resell it later, even though they wouldn't, because it'd be so cool. And then, but every week or two...
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, and plus then we would be able to use 1,000 achievement points instead of 200.
Yeah, like that. And we have more achievements like, oh, spilled the milk again. Yeah. Oh, don't cry, we're spilled milk. Oh, and, I have little tears. And, but I do that, and then, like, inside would be, like, a treasure map to, like, the golden chocolate chips. And then it'd be, like, cool, because it had, like...
Kind of like Crackdown had, like, I don't think it came with a map, but, like, I remember there being a map where all the orbs were, but, yeah, there would be a map with the...
Yeah, all the little golden stuff, and then, but every week or so you could, of course, there'd be a free Milk and Cookies theme that you can unlock for playing through the game, free gamer pictures, and then,
free DLC.
Yeah, free DLC, and they'd have different outfits, like they'd be cowboys, or they could be like ninjas, or like
it'd be like Sackboy, from Little Big Planet, but free little different outfits,
yeah, or they could be like Wolverine and Gambit or Phoenix or whatever like that.
Like mustaches, different mustaches you could put on your milk.
Yeah, and then
milk mustaches.
Oh yeah,
I didn't even have that when I said mustaches, and then it just came to me.
You can have like the handlebar ones, or like the big bushy mustaches and stuff.
The Hitler,
Yeah, just awesome.
It's different milk mustaches. It's all.
And you can customize the colors too. Yeah, that's amazing. And then
that blew my mind.
Yeah, I mean, how good are we? Sammy brings out the best in us. But let's see what else. So
yeah, the question number 3 was what characters would you create? So I guess we've pretty much done that.
Milk and cookies.
Yeah. Should we spell it MILQE?
Milk and cookies?
No, milk like MILQ or something.
I'm just gonna name it MLK.
and CKS for cookies.
I have
like Calvin Klein.
This was telling me that somebody went up to the place where you get custom license plates. Which, by the way, I want to get one for my Mazda. It has Phoenix on it, but
spell it like Marcus Phoenix.
No, it's gay. But she was like a diehard vegan or whatever, and she wanted to have on her license plate, I heart tofu.
Oh, I think I heard about this.
It looked like I heart to FU. Yeah. And then they said no, and she was all mad and stuff, because she's like, I don't like meat. And I was like, well, eat milk and cookies.
Well, then you definitely don't want that license plate then, do you?
Oh.
Har.
But yeah, that's I thought that was funny. But
yeah, that is pretty funny. Question 4, go.
How about the levels? What kind of levels would you make? Do you prefer complicated levels that make you scream, or quick and easy levels that you can run through in a blink of an eye? You guys are awesome. Keep on pockets.
I don't like them super complex or super crazy. I like them to where I can get through them in like 10, 15 minutes, I like it. I like to feel like I accomplish something, without sitting there for like an hour and a half. And then at that point you're like, I just need to save. I don't even care if I finish the level. I just need to save or get out of this because I run out, I don't have that much time to devote.
Refrigerators could be save points.
Awesome.
Yeah. I know.
Ziploc baggies.
Oh, yeah. And you have to get both to save.
Yeah, really. You have to bring one to the other.
Saran wrap, but and like your mom could be Martha Stewart.
Okay. No. Rachel Ray.
Oh yeah, because she could be at the beginning, and it would show like how they were created, and it's like, and then you put the Lord in, and then it's like, and then there's Cookie,
and then that's what set you off on your journey is because Rachel Ray gets killed violently by a hacksaw wielding murderer.
I like her. She's funny, but
she gets a bullet in the head, and then someone comes along and cuts her brain open while she's still alive, and they cook it.
It's not Crank.
Oh, sorry. Yes, that sounds like a plot point from Crank.
Crank 3. Somebody shot me in the head.
Yeah, really. I'm in search of my own head. Now I'm off. My body's trying to find my head.
My head is Rachel Ray.
Yeah, it's like Weekend at Bernie's. Essentially, is all it is. Somebody's just carrying around his body. Jason Statham's not even in it.
It's just a cardboard cutout of him. He's like,
yeah, really, they just have one of those animatronic heads that they make it talk. But anyway,
it's like Christian Bale.
Yeah.
He's like, I hate you.
We are done here.
But okay, so the levels, yeah, I wouldn't want them like Tomb Raider hard or anything like that. But I would have like a lot of levels, But some of them maybe not. Be so based in the storyline, but you could have kind of like an N plus, but then, more levels than Maw, definitely,
So do you picture it as more of a 3D thing or more of a 2D thing?
Well, 3D, yeah, I would say, 3D. And then, like, because I would want it to be, of course, 2-player co-op, but then you could also have, like, I could say you could probably even do, like, 4-player co-op.
I just had the best idea in the world.
What?
They have like one level, like they have a third person to join them. Spatula.
Oh, he flings them.
Or that's part of the level where they just jump on spatulas that are stuck in.
Yeah. But then the third character is an uncooked ball of dough, right?
Yeah.
So you've got the milk that spills everywhere and fills containers up and stuff. And you got the cookie that's hard, and he could flop on spatulas and stuff, but the dough, can kind of like paste itself. Oh, it can mold itself into a brick, and they can jump on it to get up to higher surfaces and stuff. And then, we need a fourth character. Marcus Phoenix.
Yeah, Master Chief. He just comes through and just shoots everybody, and he's like, nom. No. We can call him Nom Nom.
Oh my god, that's the name of the game, Nom Nom. That's their Nartunimus, Nom Nom.
No, it's diabetes.
Oh, and Santa Claus.
And Nom Nom. It could be another one too.
Yeah, that's their first boss is Nom Nom. It's just like a baby. It's like nom 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 nom, and they're like, dodge the hands, or whatever. Or it could be like, I don't know.
Oh, dude. Okay. Did you play that game on the community games from Xbox Live called Rocket Fart?
Oh no.
I sent you a message to you.
No, I'm into. I didn't.
I'm gonna clock you with this microphone.
I feel like milk and cookies.
No, but it's like anyway. I thought that was funny. But Rocket Fart was like you basically had to like there's food coming in from the sides. You had to eat it and keep your fart meter going, and your farts would propel you up, and then you would fall down and you had to hit the button of fart to go back up to stay out of the lava.
Lava.
I know. That's the stupidest thing in the world, but it's I don't know. I thought it was quite hilarious. So anyway, that made me think of that real quick.
I downloaded that one stupid one around Christmas time or whatever, and it was like this Frosty the Snowman or whatever. That stupid snowman. He could only jump like a foot. He could make ice blocks. And you had to climb them. And you had to stay out of the fire. And I was like, good thing this was free.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything else worthwhile on there, but yeah, that was really funny.
Yeah, I can't think of a third character or fourth character. Had to be somebody. I guess you could have 2 balls of dough, or you could have a straw.
Yeah, straw would be cool too.
A straw could like make a ladder, and then they could climb it.
Or you could use them use it to like put it in milk, and then milk could shoot the milk out at like enemies.
Yeah, and then you could like suck it up and then be like. And
you'd have to suck the milk back up after you strawed it out.
Yeah, strawed it out. Yeah, that would be an awesome game.
Yeah. I say we make it.
I don't know know.
I don't either.
Have you been looking into any new forums? Are we going to be getting any?
I did there for a bit, and then I haven't really had any time to do any more. But yeah, I do want to get some going. There's a couple that look kind of cool, but it's just a matter of finding out is it really going to cost anything or what the deal is, and then how they get them set up. So if anybody has any idea or any wants to help with that, or just point us in a direction of some free and good forums that aren't what we used to use, maybe something that has like, I don't know, something more like, I don't know what it's called, like PHP or whatever. We would really like to have something like that going forward to start anew. So yeah, any help would be appreciated. I know that the guys in the forums they'll give me some suggestions, and I'm looking into those. So as soon as I get more time, I will be on it. And I also decided that I'm going to redo my blog's design and the Uncanny Gamers design too, because I always wanted something different. And so now I've taken that on too. So whatever.
Are you gonna become a zombie Bob or whatever his name was, zombie Tom?
Oh yeah, maybe.
brains, cookies, milk.
Delicious. So anyway, I guess that's it for episode 4. I guess we're gonna wrap this puppy up and call it a day.
Yeah, we've pretty long, I guess. But we had lots of good stuff to talk about.
A lot to get out there. So anyway, so this is episode 4.
Newbie. Land party last night. Man, I love ponage. I love it. Land party last night. Alright, everybody, I gotta sign on and own for a little bit. Land party last night was awfully crazy. I wish we taped it. No, you're going down. I played my thumbs off and had this one dude completely shaking on Xbox Live. I'll take PS3. Man, poning, even your friends. All I need. Ambushed you 3, laid out you 10, signed out to eat, then do it again. Man, I love pwn. Do I really have to sign off, or could I just pwn noobs for the rest of the night?